Alright. Frederick Jeckeln and his Burgundian thugs have thrown the Ostland Civil War into much greater state of chaos. The Black Sun is set over Postland, which is forcibly torn away from Dressler's territory by its Schutzstaffel tyrants. For once, Stahlecker and Dressler are united. Both rivals are accusing Jeckeln of being a traitor to the Reich and a mere puppet of a nefarious Heinrich Himmler, who wishes to expand his Burgundian influence throughout Europe in order to prevent the cause of National Socialism. Stahlecker and Dressler both have called out the SS troops to abandon their fiefdom and join their side of the war. Jeckeln naturally has rejected such insults. He claims to be bringing purity back to Ostland by crushing those who have corrupted National Socialism for their own selfish ends. So I'm correct. This will swap us over to Auslan, or the SS part. We'll crush him like a bug, I'm sure. Yeah. So am I going to get another event to join up with Vilna? Or Meyer-Landrut? Or how is this going to work? Yeah, I think this is how it's going to work. With legions of disparate partisans united behind the foul cause of Abba Kovner, a new challenger appears to the leadership of Auslan, has entered the fray. Having carved out their territory, the UPO have officially declared war on Stahlecker, Dressler, and Jeckeln. Kovner has threatened to punish the so-called Nazi scum for their crimes against the Jewish people, though any plans following an unlikely victory have not been broadcasted. This madman's long and horrifying history of partisan murderers and terrorist attacks looks set to fade into the winds of obscurity compared to what he's about to unleash upon Auslan. This madman must be put down. Probably not by us, but eventually we'll put him down. Okay. I'd put your forces into, not on that border. Andreas. That's probably not a good idea. Partisan tax in Ostland. Well, that's not nice. Oh yeah, I didn't set up a front line. Norway has been abandoned. No one starts at war, or rather no one in his senses ought to do so, without first being clear in his mind what he intends to achieve by that war and how he intends to conduct it. Harold G. Moore. We were soldiers once, and young. The dominoes shall stop. Come on, Andreas. Where are you at, buddy? The Minsk Rising. There we are. With the ongoing confusion as to just who's in charge in Auslan, a new challenger has arrived. Andreas Meyer-Landrut, businessman and outspoken liberal, has gathered support in Minsk and declared his conviction to dispose of a so-called legitimate Reichskommissar, decrying the brutality with which Wehrmacht and SS troops have treated the former lands of Belarus and the Baltic. He insists on equality before the law for both German settlers, Slavs, and Balts. Verinka Ostlandia, as he styles his new state, will stand against the oppressive German imperial regime. The revolters in Vilna have pledged their own allegiance to his banner. While they might not have the support of the Wehrmacht or the SS, Landrut's money and the revolutionary fervor may give him the strength to take on any comers. To a united Auslan. Oh, there we go. We stand alone, with a candle burning at the end of the cold dark tunnel, with Meyer-Landrut hoping to lead us out of the chaos and bloodshed of this horrific war. It's up to us to do what we can to bring ourselves together as one, to help use our greatest strengths in order to save our new homeland. We must not waste time by neglecting reform. Alright. Real quick, I'm gonna reload the autosave, because we kind of figure out what's gonna happen. So I think I know roughly what's gonna happen. I read the events and all that. Let's go ahead and load. Can we load the... There we go. I'll load and I'll tag swap over to Meyer-Landrut. Because we missed an event, I think, that we could have read. So it begins, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I get it now. Alright, so when the time comes, I'll tag swap over to Meyer-Landrut. Crisis of Succession. Right, divided. Cautious disappeared. And a bunch of puppets states just spewing out. So we're gonna have a Partisans pop up next. Yep. Enter Kovner. Damn them. More so uprising. Civil War. Vilna Revolt. There we are. Okay, so T debug. Just gotta figure out. Tag MST. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'll turn T debug off. Andreas Meyer-Landrut. Born into money, Meyer-Landrut is a man with the mind and acumen to succeed in an economic system built to collapse. The representatives of a combined business, industrial, and production might of Germany's crown colony. Many say Meyer-Landrut is the true reason for colony success. This might make him loved in the Reich, but everything about him has led to him being one of the Nazi Party's most hated men. Fascinated by Slavicism and Eastern European history since he was a boy, Meyer-Landrut's fascination for the Untermensch grew into genuine respect and care during his tours of his factories, where he began to speak firsthand with many of the slaves and servants who worked under him. Over time, his voice on the matter has grown louder in proportion with his power over Ostland's industries, and now he has loudly begun to advocate for the dawning of a new era of the East, one of peace and understanding where German and Slav both can be given the gift of democracy and freedom. Inspired by Speer, him and the growing movement of Ostland liberals and student protesters have become quite possibly the Nazis' greatest threat in Auslan. Many would accuse him of being an idealist, of being a fool, and of being doomed to the firing line. Meyer-Landrut seems to care little, however, and has so far avoided all accusations of treason, even when the SS accused him of using his wealth to falsify passports for Jewish families. Even when the garrison accused him of using his railness to evacuate Slavs to Romania. Even when a Meyer-Landrut cargo plane destined for the Americas was found packaged with Untermensch children and their mothers. Each time, the accusations have slid off him, like water on glass. Now, Meyer-Landrut says, is the moment where Germans must prove themselves to the world. Will they risk living as monsters? Are they willing to die as humans? Can we get some pogs for Andreas Meyer-Landrut right now, guys? It's an absolute legend. It's absolute Chad of a soldier. Oh my god, these I gotta dismantle all of this right now. Okay. So we got okay. Let's figure this out. We're gonna need a front line here. Front line here. Probably a front line here. Okay, so, look to assign. We'll go with Karl Plaga. Wilhelm Hosenfield here. Kurt Bastian here. Max Liedke there. For who's the biggest... I'm trying to figure out how we need to priority troops. Prioritize them. Put these guys there. Put these guys on the front line against the UPO. There you go. Biospud. Thanks for the pog, man. Front line there for Letland and Dreschler. And then shit, we might just have to do that for the UPO. Not the UPO, the rest of them. Actually, that's probably our biggest line. We should have the most troops there. Yeah. Roughly evenly split. Shining light from hell. Alright, so Serbia has declared war on Serbia. So I gotta check this out. Serbian National Liberation Front, so it's like some sort of democracy versus, yeah, that National Socialist atrocity. Let's check the war right now. Schutzone Germania with, Spidel. Doing kind of well. Looks like Goring's not doing the best. Heydrich, thank fuck, is not doing well at all. Spear might be doing... Looks like Spear is doing okay. I think Bormann is going to have some bonuses. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. All I know is that we're going to... Yep, there goes the Central European Council. For these guys, probably going to have to do an offensive line. This guy's also an offensive line. Wait, which guy? Yeah, you guys are them. And you guys... Another offensive line is Kovner's territory. So, we got... Auslan... Yeklin. He has kind of 6 shades, I'm not gonna lie, but, barbarity and brutality, the marks of a bandit and a brigand, and the true qualities that define a good man of the SS. What better qualities for an SS officer? Nothing. Steadfastly loyal to Burgundy and more willing to do anything to further both his own power and that of Heinrich Himmler, Yeklin's become infamous in Ostland. Longtime enemy of Otto Heinrich Dreschler, Yeklin has become increasingly dissatisfied with both the civilian and military sectors of the government and has continually argued for integration of the SS into Ostland security forces. While he's done this as head of the SS, however, claiming to be simply a patriot wishing to use Reich's best military forces to his advantage, his men have painted a different picture. Constant skirmishes with the garrison, assassinations, terrorism, and all the while still committing themselves to reaving their way across a few Untermensches who still live openly. The SS has become Ostland's biggest and only legal terrorist organization, a mirror of their brothers in the Reich. Their plans seemingly incomprehensible to the rest of Ostland. The one thing truly known about their motives is that they are those of Heinrich Himmler. But why is Yeklin so loyal? So willing to torch it all? No one knows for sure, but some can guess. There's no secret that men desire power, and Yeklin's eyes are firmly on the homeland. However, his desires are not truly known. Well, his desires are not truly known. What is known about is his bitter falling out with Reinhard Heydrich, his ambitions to take the position held by his inferiors. Not a nice guy. But, you know, we'll see what happens. The government ID at John Roberts has been removed. Okay. Yep, Letland versus Ostland. We're going to have a shining light from hell rise up in a second. It's an event I'm really interested in. Alright. Oh, so we get these focuses anyway, it looks like. I already read that. Traitors. Okay, so they're yeah, they're declaring war on us. Ostland versus all of these guys. So it begins. Alright. Shadow falls over France. Ugh! That's scary. Curious, do we get any focuses? It looks like we get some, focus to, like, get a core on Paris. This war will go on forever if we can help it. Oh, jeez. And the fun. I'm guessing this is whatchamacallit. Might be Africa's tree, and then this is the Heinrich support group. Huh. Wow, yeah. They actually, can sabotage the, East African effort, the, South African efforts. I mean, South Africa still hasn't broken out into civil war yet. We'll see. Donut seizes Crimea. Shining light from hell. The UPO joins the war. Well, I guess we're going to war with them. Light in the black. Meyer often saw something the rest had not seen those. His fatherland declared inhuman, hostile, and inferior. Standing close by the window of his old office, observing the activity of a city which now served as the center of his own faction, he stared beyond the glass, seeing more than just what met the eye. His people sought refuge here. He cannot erase the faces of those he had helped once, for gratitude, their relief, and their hope of these people. Meyer looked away, recalling what he had done for them before all this came to be, risking everything he had, especially his life, for the sake of others who needed his help. Now he stepped away, remembering how his supporters came out into the open for him. He hoped to bring reforms from within the former system. He had not wanted a war for his reforms to take place. The war had come, and now it had taken Ostland and ripped it apart. All around him the land burned and continued to burn with hatred and vengeance, being released by monstrous partisans, treacherous nationalists, by Germans set against one each other, believing in different ways to live their lives. Forced to take greater responsibility so quickly, so abruptly, the opportunity was thrusted into his arms to decide the fate of Auslan for force. Meyer trembled at what he realized he had to do. Remembering what he had done for others, he knew what he had to do. But now he had to do more than what he had done before. So he chose to cease trembling. He stepped out of his office, leaving all the things he had in his previous life, all his assets, all his wealth. He would give up all of that to see to his new duties. He had to do more to bring these people out of this nightmare. A light in the darkness. Power 50. So we can select a new national focus. Those we stand with. Let's go with that. We do not stand alone in our hopes for bringing something new to the face of Auslan. Natives of a land have come to our territory, bringing their hopes of a brighter future for themselves forward. They would fight side by side with us, but only if we could promise with the reforms we seek ourselves. So be it. We will do all we can to bring light to the darkness in the battles to come, no matter how the war goes. Alright, so from what I understand, there goes the South African War. The Central European Council and the UPO start off at a truce with each other. I believe Kovner can go ahead and, yeah, declare war on him. Not sure about, Vituska, on the other hand. Maybe not. I don't know. Check out a dark sun on Auslan. I guess we gotta read over Kovner, because we are at war with him. He's right on our border. 13 times dead, and 13 times returned. A legend, a specter, a devil, and an angel to thousands. All of these things are said about Abba Kovner everywhere in Europe. His fame is murmured from the fearless mouths of innocents and the guilty alike, from Brest to Moscovian. Abba Kovner was once a rather small-time rebel in Vilna. He was the first to identify the German desire to commit murder upon all of his kind. Throughout the war, he tried and failed to halt the German war machine from the inside and avenge his murdered people alongside his united partisan organization, their numbers dwindling as time turned against them. This was in the past, however, and his plans have failed. The Nazis marched on, as the reprisals grew even crueler and harsher, so did Kovner. While once his name might have been known as that of a hero, it is now one hushed and feared by both Germans and the natives they rule over. Rumored as an unkillable demon by the Auslan locals, Kovner has always returned to haunt the Germans and those who serve him. Kovner growing the UPO from a small partisan organization into a personal army to commit terror on those he perceives as his enemies. The UPO grew first by destroying the rival LLS and EB partisan groups. Afterwards, Kovner began one of the first partisans to begin filling his ranks with former slaves and concentration camp survivors, rescuing hundreds in several large assaults on camps and train lines. With numbers bolstered, Kovner's name reached international ears for the first time with his January 8th hospital bombings, killing over 100 Germans, including those in the hospital's maternity wards, in retaliation for the discovery of a mass grave of over 300 Jewish women and children near Rasinai. However you say that. Since then, the number of deaths attributed to Kovner and his group have grown into the thousands. Now Kovner has launched his final plan, total revenge for the terrors inflicted on his people and the others by the German scum. 6 million Germans are to die, no matter the cost. For the history has its unpaid deaths, and is it truly better if they just forget? Well, kind of a tragic figure, but we're still gonna have to kill him. I already read that one. Okay, let me see. Okay, something off. Something weird is going. Oh, all right, I get it. Probably rather move over there. Yep. Okay, if Central European Council is declared on us. Ostlandia is declared. Yeah, we've declared war on all of these guys, it looks like. Yeah. This is war, ladies and gentlemen. So it begins. Alright, well, looks like they're focusing their energy mostly over there. So that means we get a little opportunity to move right now. We'll move out of Vilna. I'll attack these guys to stop them from moving. Well, they move to take Minsk. No more collaboration. Mikhail Vituska, leader of Black Cat's division of Waffen-SS, and long-standing collaborator in the German occupation of Ostland, has evidently had enough. With the ongoing chaos consuming Ostland, Vituska has gathered enough support among the native Belarusian population who tire of German oppression. Vituska has declared his intentions to expel the German government of the region to score the pride of the Belarusian people. Vituska's only ally, and a tenuous one at that, is the UPO's led by Abba Kovner, an untrustworthy friend at best. Both he and Kovner have expressed their loathing of the German occupation, though it remains to be seen just how long the UPO will stand by the Black Cat, giving his history of assisting the Germans for his own gain. Well, traitor's true colors are revealed, evidently. Alright, we made a few pushes, it seems, but, okay, he was assigned there initially, looks like. Okay, you stop from that push. Go ahead. Did a little bit of a push into there, it looks like. So this is going to be a small war. It's going to be more little pushes than anything. Could have sworn I remember that we start with a truce with Escalating, but I guess that's not so much the case anymore. The bogey Smerty declare war on someone. Oh, Muscovy, apparently. Ultra-nationalist. You gotta love it. Oh! Tom's has gone National Socialist. Or not Tom's, Comey has gone National Socialist. Uh-oh. Well, that's scary. Is that the cursed path, though? That's a question. Where the fuck are the Yankees? Not gonna lie, I'd take some Yankee support right about now. I am not gonna lie, that sounds nice. Okay, how long until we have those divisions, those we stand with? Do we have any national, we don't really have any national focuses right now, it looks like. Our manpower is pretty low right now. Oh no, don't do that. Uh-oh. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Okay. Oh wait, maybe. Just maybe. Okay. This is gonna require this guy to make it all the way over here in time. But if he can do that... Oh, wait! He doesn't even need to do that. Thank God for the natives. Alright. Those we stand with. Let's go with those from Wilna. Out of the classrooms and the libraries, the laboratories and workshops, college students have come out in support of our cause. They see Meyer as their idol, their guide to a better future. They are a great addition to our cause, for there are many of them willing to give their lives for the rewards of change, but they are more devoted to the promises they seek to bring, and they may be more zealous than we really are. Hopefully they will stand with us no matter how far we go. Okay, it looks like I'm probably not going to get in a circle. Wait. Either way. Yeah, we'll move you over there, I think, for now. Oh, autosave, there we go. Rovo has declared war on the People's Revolutionary Council. Interesting. They're building a pretty decent base for themselves right now. It's interesting. Can we beat this guy back? Probably. We'll have a border right with the SS. While we're here, we might as well kind of try to get a bit more territory. Yeah, there we go. We got that guy reinforcing. Dismiss. We'll start moving that guy in there. And we're going to have to cut it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you as always for watching. Though, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. You can stop attacking. That's not going to work. Never mind. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike and want to see more of this content in the future. Hit that subscribe button for more help every weekday. As well I'm going too fast. As well as every Saturday. Have any comments, feedback, concerns, anything of the sort, leave them in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get, and I appreciate any and all feedback you kind of folks might have for me. Want to send feedback my way? I have a Patreon down below. You can check that out. If you want to talk to me outside of streaming or YouTube, Discord down below. Check that out. And if you want to watch this recorded live, Twitch. It's a place to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.